back, baby! Well, zang-a-lang, and salutations, my lovely little lunatics. It's me, your friendly internet psychopath insanity. Here today with my co-host, Bob.
Hello!
And we have returned from our week ban because I made a joke. Sorry, YouTube, but, apparently... Well, now that I go back and think about it...
Yeah, you really shouldn't have.
Yeah, I did kind of spit in the face. But anywho, it really makes me sad. Anywho, good... Well, before we jump into today's insane report, I had a great weekend. Great overall, nice week. Signed up for a cybersecurity boot camp.
That's gonna be hard as hell.
But hey, 10 months rather than 2 years.
Yeah, good point.
But anywho, before we continue on with this insane report, make sure to follow us on Rumble,
Locals
Minds,
and PocketNet.
also, maybe throw $1 or 2 at us on PayPal, Bitcoin, or Ethereum. Anywho, well, it's Labor Day weekend. It's getting close to Labor Day weekend, and you know what that means.
More restrictions.
Exactly.
Why?
Because, if you're from the Daily Mail, if you're unvaccinated, don't travel over Labor Day weekend. CDC asks 80 million unvaccinated Americans to stay home this weekend as CCP-19 cases rise to 160,000 a day.
They don't talk about deaths really anymore.
Not unless it's somebody going like, oh God, I wish I had gotten the vaccine. Other than that, no, not at all. But there's a new variant.
What variant?
The Mu variant.
Really?
Yes. I don't know how Mu continues on from Delta and all, but anyhow. The CDC said unvaccinated Americans should not travel this Labor Day weekend. 61.8% of eligible Americans have received at least one dose of the vaccine, and 52.4% are fully vaccinated, according to the CDC. The nation's rolling 7-day average of new CCP-19 cases ranges from 130,000, which CDC gave Tuesday, to as high as 160,000.
Does that count asymptomatic?
We don't know.
Of course.
With that said, a Value Penguin survey of U.S. consumers said on September 1st that 1 in 5 Americans, 51 million, are traveling for travel.
I thought this looked a little odd.
Yeah, I don't know what this one is exactly. For Labor Day, the top destination spot is Florida.
Because of course it is.
Which we'll find out why later. According to the survey, reactions on social media to the CDC travel advisory has been mostly defiant.
'Cause we're so tired of this garbage.
No one cares anymore. We care about what's going on in Afghanistan, actually.
But they don't want to talk about it.
No. Keep us afraid with CCP-19. Regardless of vaccination status, masks are required on all planes, buses, and rail lines after Biden extended requirement through January 18, 2022.
Dear Lord.
Yeah, but let's continue on to the Mu. Also from the Daily Mail. I don't know what the difference is between this site and that site. Odd. Anywho, now who warns of threat of Mu variant found in Colombia, and it's already been spotted in Britain.
Oh, God, no. No.
World Health Organization named the variant Mu after it was dubbed B.1.621. It was first found in Colombia in January, but now it's spread to other countries. Almost 50 cases have been recorded in Britain and hundreds in the U.S. Continuing on. World Health Organization says it's monitoring new Colombia COVID variant called Mu amid fears it may be vaccine resistant as Delta infections finally slow in the U.S.
Of course they're finally slowing now. Well, now that there's something even more terrifying to be afraid of.
Oh, God, no! Once again, has named the Mu variant, blah, 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 blah. Strain originated in Colombia and has since been detected in the United States and Europe. Experts at the WHO fear that the variant could have the ability to evade vaccines. Oh, no! It's almost like it's endemic now.
Just like the flu.
And we'll just have to go on living our lives and dealing with things like normal.
Oh, no.
Variants accounted for 1% of CCP-19 cases early in the summer, but has since faltered due to the rise of the Delta variant. Mu is becoming a point of concern just as growth of the Delta variant begins to slow down.
They couldn't milk it any longer.
So they had to create a new one had to come along. Once again, I am no doctor. Talk to your doctor about things. I personally cannot get the vaccine, so I'm not going to get the vaccine because 2 doctors told me I can't get the vaccine. Anywho, this is also what the CDC is saying. Don't come after me. But now let's go to Florida and why it's probably getting a lot of vacation people there.
Why is that? Florida businesses, school, and agencies to be fined for asking for vaccination proof.
You love to see it. The states have to be able to do as they need. We don't. That's part of the Constitution, and all the states have to take care of themselves. That's what everyone was saying during Trump's time, at least. Businesses and schools and government agencies in Florida will be fined $5,000 for asking for proof of vaccination against CCP-19 starting later this month. In a final rule, the Florida Department of Health says it will notify businesses, governmental agencies, or educational entities for mandating vaccines. Each violation will result in the imposition of a $5,000 fine per individual and separate violation against the business, governmental entity, or educational institution. Entities will be allowed to appeal the fine, but the penalties will be due within 30 days of being finalized. The rule will go into effect September 16th.
You'll love to see it.
You do, because here's the big thing. All we have to do, because during all this time off, I've been actually watching the Timcast IRL podcast, along with, and the one with Sydney Watson, I think that's her name, about because I started looking into Australia.
And it really is authoritarian.
It really is. Like, the more I looked into it, the more terrifying it is. You can die from the animals.
Or the government can kill you.
Exactly. And it's more acceptable there. But the whole big thing about it is, you cannot, okay, sure, the Pfizer vaccine is now FDA approved.
Yeah, but at the same time, once again, we don't know the long-lasting effects. Go talk with your doctor.
And the big thing was, what was it, New York? New York is making it so that you can't have medical exemptions.
Which is scary.
So a bunch of people are just about to get fired. That was a big thing. My job, I specifically went in and asked him about it. I was like, look, I can't get the vaccine. And it was hilarious.
Once again, we do live in Texas, so at least a moniker of common sense in this direction.
And he was like, okay. It doesn't really matter to me. And I was like, yay! Because that's the big thing. The common sense of it all. Once again, I cannot get the vaccine. I went to 2 doctors, and they both said you cannot get it due to health issues. And the problem is, once again, now we have the Mu variant, which they're saying it has a chance of being,
vaccine resistant.
Correct, yes. So, once again, now they're talking about you need boosters and all. The problem is, before they didn't even know what would happen once you took the 2 shots, and now they're doing boosters, which we don't know the long-term effects. So, at the same time, once again, go talk with your doctor. But I've been reading this stuff from the CDC.
Why are we going over this over and over again?
Because this is why we got struck last time, because I made a joke.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I made a joke about what was going on. I probably shouldn't have used that title. But I keep forgetting that YouTube doesn't really like YouTubers anymore.
No, not really.
But, yeah. So, anywho, I'm back. I haven't done this voice in a little bit, but I'm back. And, anywho. Sorry, my brain went numb again. Anywho, if you like this video, then check the like button and subscribe for more.
Insanity.
And I will see you all later. Bye, everyone.
Bye.